There we go. Get that set up. Cool. Poor connection, eh? Anyways, what's up, guys? No one's watching yet, but yeah, how you guys doing? I don't know, it's apparently not working. Should be better now. All I'm trying to do is just make some chili. Wait for people to come on. Good. I was just trying to get something done, Tyler. What's up, buddy? Oh, there we go. I was waiting to put the pressure on my neck and crack it. Ooh. Just wanted to make sure it was good. It wasn't, all it was doing is it wasn't playing, Tyler. I don't know. It says no, okay, it says 2 people are watching. I just wanted to make some chili because I was kind of hungry. So what's up, guys? How you guys doing? Got the beef cooking. The ingredients all done. What's it saying now here? Warning, the stream's current bit rate 7.87.41 kilobytes per second is lower than the recommended bit rate. We're going to use a stream bit rate of 2500. Alright. I think it is at 2500. I just set it. It's at 2500. Huh. Alright. Let's see here now. Go up back to 2500 and see if that changes. It should be good. Back down to 720. Expected frame rate. Perfect. It should be good now. Huh. I don't know. Just waiting for that to heat up, Tyler. What's up? What are you guys all up to? It says poor connection though. It says 1121 kilobytes per second. On my end, it always says it's not working though, and I don't like it. In those clouds, frames were dropped. It says again, low bandwidth. Look how nice that is. Is that not nice or what? See? And it says I have full on. It says I have, Tyler. It says that I. Why? I don't know, I just don't want to do this if it's gonna buffer. Is it still buffering? Because like I was showing a cool sky. Look. You see? Because it really is not nice to have that. We'll see it, right? See that I mean, they'll see that I uploaded. And they'll get the notification when I'm. And it's gonna piss. I was gonna use the Shaw Wi-Fi the mobile hotspot, if I could find it. If it's, sometimes it comes on. Because it's frustrating because I can't even really do anything. Apparently. Try what? The mobile hotspot? Because it... Yeah, I don't know, Tyler. It's really bad, though. It says 29 point... goes up to 30.32. I mean, 30.02, and then whatever. It says 1121 kilobytes per second. Yeah, that's really horrible, Tyler. It's really bad right now, probably, isn't it? I didn't want that to happen, man. Like, it looks stupid. I don't like people to see, like, me upload a video or upload a stream. And then it's bad. I don't even want to do this stream. It should be better now. I'm going to restart the stream, though. Okay, is it better? It should be perfect now. It's on the mobile hotspot. I don't know if you're watching, so I don't care. I'm kind of tired of it, bro. I can't do this. I can't type sideways. Yeah, okay, good, because I can't type. I can only do this. I can't go like this. I put it on the mobile hotspot. I turned off the auto connect to my home Wi-Fi and put on the mobile hotspot. It should be fine now. That was really starting to annoy me, Tyler. I just shut the stream off. I don't like that kind of stuff. I don't want my viewers to see nonsense. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to tune in, hear me talking about Wi-Fi. How it's connecting and not connecting and whatever. Who the hell win? Anyways, what's up, bro? One of those days where everything's packed up. Gonna get that to cook. Alright, this. You ever do this? Cajun spice? I like that in chili. I got this too. It's so good. These two brands, Dandy Pack and Natural World, are actually really good. I like it a lot. $3. It was $3 for both of those. Probably lots of lead in it, but who knows? Listen, this is how I like to do it. See this? I don't know. I don't have an actual scale here right now. 150 grams minus whatever was there. I'm putting all that in my chili. I just like chili powder that much. I'll probably put half of that, actually, but I love the smell of that. And the Cajun spice, Prairie East Cajun seasoning. You know, I was at Zeroda's and I was wearing what I'm wearing right now. She's like, your forearms are skinny. I'm like, I've always been like that. She's like, you need to eat more, Tyler. I'm like, no, I should probably eat less than I actually eat. When you walk around and you feel like you're going to have a heart attack, it means you're eating too much, smoking way too much, and drinking way too many coffees, bro. You know what I'm saying? My arms aren't even skinny, man. I know people that are so skinny, Tyler, that their arms are like this. They're like mine, but their wrist is even smaller, and their arms are like that. Like shave off like about just an inch, just under an inch. Right? That's skinny. It's good to be like this. I hated being all big and fat. I actually had bigger arms when I was 20 when I worked out.
20 and 21, I worked out a bit. It was hard to just maintain it, Tyler. You have to work out a lot. I know it looks kind of skinny, but I think if I worked out or went to work and did like hard labor, it would make this all grow. My cousin's arms were like mine, and then he did a lot of hard labor, and his arms grew huge. It's not what you want to do though. All that's dumb. Like when you actually try to actually do anything in life, you shouldn't be any bigger than you naturally are. You know that. I'm just saying it for the streamers. I know that the viewers. Sorry, I had a lot of coffee today, and it makes me think too fast. Thinking about doing that P&E stream that you're saying. How much is it for the 1 day all rides pass? All access pass is like $50. It's 45 plus tax. Emmanuel's funny, eh? He dances around. He's hilarious. I just burnt my hand. I don't know where that is. There it is. Hiding. Lurking. You want to know something too? You're supposed to use the can opener on the top. But like, I never do that until someone told me that it's not even working. This can opener is done. Speak up. I hate that. I don't even like can stuff now. It's all stuck. Yeah. Oh, I got like just jammed. Like didn't open. Won't even ride. Just stays right there. You know how frustrating that would be for someone trying to use a can opener? I never like can stuff with these cans racing. Just can opener was brand new when I got it, and it won't even open. Literally just attach, and it like just rides on one spot. Pretty frustrating if you ask me. I don't really care. Most of it's open now. Jeez. But hey, Tyler. It was funny, this one girl, we dated a bit, and she tried to say like all this stuff to me, right? And she said like she would buy me stuff, and I'm like, you don't have to, right? She tried to buy me a hat, shirt, other stuff. And one day, I said to her, I'm like, listen, I don't really like you anymore. And she got upset. But she said mostly because she wanted me to buy her stuff. She had a boyfriend the whole time. And I told you this, and then she cheated on him, and I didn't even know. And she's like, hey, okay, cool, thanks, 46, whatever, plus tax probably. Whatever, I want to ride all the rides, the good ones. She said to me, when I called her one day to say, hey, she's like, you're a goof. And I'm like, okay, why is that? And she's like, I'm drunk, I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure you're sorry. You just called me a goof. And she's said she's drunk, right? Like, she's like, I'm drunk. And I'm like, I don't care what, I just called to say hi. And I was bored, and I wait for the bus, and she said, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, I don't care, man. Like, you're just a loser and a slut. And you just use guys for cheddar. Ride pass, inches tall, over 48 inches tall, 48 inches. But for the adult ones. But Tyler, she said all this stuff, right? I'm just tired of talking. I don't even care, dude. It's just not even worth it. The goof. She said this shit to me, and it pissed me off, though, okay? She's like, I have a boyfriend, alright? I'll tell you, because I'm already talking about it. I'm like, I don't care. Whatever. I should tell him that you cheated on him with me. I really didn't know. And who cares? She said, she called me, right? Again, to come get this like puzzle she left at my place. She wanted to do a puzzle with me one day, and I said, she brought it over, right? Didn't even ask me. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't do that stuff, so whatever. You know, I might do a puzzle for fun and put it on my wall, frame it, glue it to like a back of a picture, like a frame, and then put it in the wall and frame it, right? Put glass over it. She said like that I'm a goof and that because I won't pay for her, she won't leave her boyfriend. I'm like, listen, man, to be completely honest, I don't want you. I don't want to pay for you. I don't actually like you. And I don't want to say too much rude stuff on here, but she said all this stuff to me, and I was like, whatever, see you later. Her friend said I should get my shit together. And she got her friend to text me, and I called them, I'm like, this fucking stupid bitches. I was like, you're fucking an idiot, both of you. She's cheating on her boyfriend. She should have her own money. She shouldn't drive drunk. She drove with a beer. She put a beer. She came to meet me one day, and she had a fucking beer that was half drank. And she already drank a couple, and I was driving. I almost called the cops on her. I was like, how about I call the cops in here right now? And she got really upset. I'm like, well, then don't drink and drive, you idiot. Fuck, dude. It was a long time ago. She said all this bullshit to me, right? Like that. And I was like, what's your fucking problem, cunt? She said, like, I want you to pay for me. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. And then all of a sudden, I'm a goof to her, right? Because I don't want to date her anymore. And then I found out she had a boyfriend all the time, which I don't really care. Fucking slut. That's just the things people say and do. Makes you wonder a lot. I really don't care, but I thought it was funny. I was like, okay, baby, fuck you. And then Jeff was saying, like, what kind of woman would want to be with a guy who has no money? And I'm like, I don't know, man. Fuck gold digger. Fuck a useless, annoying woman that I don't want to talk to. You know, like, if you guys want to date stuff, go for it. I don't give a fuck. I had met a girl that I liked the fact that I didn't, that I actually wanted to pay for it. After a little while, I got sick of it. As so a woman would too for someone else. Even if I was a millionaire, though, like, just it ain't for me, man. Like, you have no idea what it's like. Sometimes you can argue with people. You do, but lots of people don't. I don't want to do that. I want this can opener to actually work because it won't work sideways. You do it on the top. Anyways, back to trying to make chili. I just thought that was funny. I was thinking about it. The whole thing went all the way around, and all it did was nothing. Barely even touched it. I need a new. Like, it was all perfect, working 100% good, and all of a sudden it just doesn't work. Kind of like Murphy's Law, you know? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Because it was working, it was opening for me, and then boom. Not one open. How creep. You know how annoying this is, trying to make chili, guys? Like, it's not even working. It's supposed to just open. That really is annoying, Tyler. I like your African steak one, though. I don't know how the can opener can do something like that. Out of nowhere, just started being a clown. Wow. I can't read it. LOL. Yeah, I'm going blind, bro. I need glasses, eh? I'm getting old. This is why I'm not a chef, Tyler. Because when I worked, I used to make messes and spill stuff, and you burn yourself. I cut my hand right open lots. My cousin's friend sliced off his whole finger almost. And he was trying to cook the salmon. Thanks for the track restaurant. I don't know where it's boom. Like, I was talking, not to him, but he was cutting the salmon and it went right up his whole hand. But where it went was the tip of the finger and it almost lopped off his finger, Tyler, a couple times. You can't avoid it when you're trying to do stuff quick to make that meal, get it out on the production line for people to eat. It's like you gotta rush. I don't cut myself because I don't rush, but I chop my hand right open. Like I was doing stuff and I cut myself wide open a few times rushing. Like you can, it hurts. It's something you don't want to be doing. You can lose your hand right from that. You get nerve damage. Now I gotta clean all this mess up after I washed the floor earlier. That cleaner you gave me. That cleaner was good though, thanks Tyler. It's good in your tea. No, I'm joking, but it was good though. Oh, we're gonna get that little paprika. Hey, Macarena. Hey, Kashakashina. Hey, Macarena. That song was hilarious back in the day. Cal Macarena. Shiki Shaka Shoka, Shiki Shaka Duka. It was a pretty funny song. I remember when I came over to meet you, Tyler, one day, and you were dancing in your room to it. You're like this. Remember that Hey Macarena thing that they do? That's what I want to put in there, Tommy. Look, just onion, garlic, and jalapenos. You pre-ordered Cyberpunk? Good. I already did too for Xbox One. But I want it on PC though. It's way better. You can't really compare the game. It's only good on the PC. Oh, I'm like, why? It gets stuck. It was like stuck, man. It's like saying, fuck you, I'm not gonna open for you, cocksucker, fuck you, mother. Hey, can I open for you, Justin? You get nothing today. You don't get diced tomatoes in your chillers. Oh, suck. Like, fuck. Or, this is how you cut your hand right open. I sliced my whole palm of my hand open one time. It slipped right up and boom. Right into my hand. Like, I don't get it. Why it does this. That was pleasant. Still not even open. One little tiny piece. Well, if I get cancer, I know it's probably from all the little slivers of metal that are in there. Just kidding, there's no slivers of metal. There you go. Chili's ready. Well, December anyway. It's not ready to be eaten for a long time. Anyways, there she goes. Let that cook through a little bit of an hour. Those mushrooms in a little while. That's steaming. That would be good. What? I got Cyberpunk? Yeah, I pre-ordered it as soon as I heard about it that it was actually going to be on Xbox One, like last year. Like, I don't remember when.
long time ago now, months ago, like almost a year ago, Tyler. I'm waiting for it to come to EB Games. I was gonna go get it there, and if I get the Xbox Series X, I can get a free upgrade with the copy I already have. I have to make sure though, because they might change that, right? But that's what they said. And I was thinking by now I would probably have bought the Series X. But yeah, I gotta take these out. Not because I'm talking so loud, probably. My neighbors are like, "Shut up, Justin, you idiot." My next door Russian neighbors, I never actually asked them if they're Russian, but I'm sure they are. And the French guys next door are probably like, "Man, that guy, just shut up." They're probably like, because I'm loud, right? And they go and complain to the landlord, and the landlord goes like this, I know, I'm sorry. That's all he said. I heard him before lots because they were complaining about me. And that's all he said, Tyler. He was like this. I heard him next door because he was saying that I did a bunch of stuff a few times where I flipped right out on someone in the hallway. I was telling them to F off, and I was saying like this to someone, Tyler, one time because they were being rude. And I was like, "Hey man, you want this?" In the kisser? I'm serious, Tyler. I never told you about this. I was like, "Hey man, you want one of these?" And the landlord got complaints, and you know what he said? He says, I know, just leave him alone. And I told him my side of the story. He never even brought it up to me, Tyler. This is a long time ago, though. Keep in mind. When there was the guy with the multiple sclerosis that was living below me that walked like really funny, was yelling at me when I watered my plant, and I barely made any noise, because I know when I'm making noise usually, I'm pretty loud. I barely made any noise. It wasn't even 11 o'clock, but it was Sunday. But I even apologized to him. I was like, I won't be so loud again. I didn't mean to be. But the landlord never said anything to me, so I went and told him. He's like, yeah, there was complaints, but he's like this. He's like, I don't care. He's like, you're not that loud, man. Like, when they're complaining, they have to be complaining about serious, real things, which you're not doing. He's like, you're always so polite to me. You've held it open for me when I had bags of groceries and like boxes of stuff to bring into my family. He's like, you're a pretty nice person, so I don't care about your bullshit complaints. It's pretty much what he said. I just put the bullshit in though to sugar it up a bit, spice it up, make it sweeter. But he did say that basically without the bullshit. But yeah, look, I love when Jim Carrey does that when they go outside to fight at the bar, and he turns around and he's like this, and they're gonna fight, but he's going like this, and the guy goes like this and just gives him a punch in the face. That was funny. Anyways, though. Macarena, El Zacarena, Hokahena, Shukaninganena. Whoa. I heard a. You know when you fart and get diarrhea? That's what it sounded like. Zolcarena. It's gonna need more alabinas up in the chilli. Zolcarena. El Talarena. Bobena. El Jalarena. I really want to make my own El Macarena. El Zacarena. You just take your dick out, you slap out the fucking guys, take off their fucking vests and hang them on your walla. You ride your wallaby into town and you tax a walla. But seriously though, that's what it's like to have ADHD. You go mental all the time. Hey, Talarena. Need a bit of more abina. Put them in your stew. Toss it in the stew and cook it up anew. L to L-A-M. I love those beaners. That's Botala. But you're right, Tyler. I eat too much and I don't walk enough. I should be walking around, right? Eating less. L L L L L L L L L. Yeah, enough nonsense. I'm back to what I was saying about my landlord. He was saying like there was complaints about you before because I brought it up about the guy downstairs. And he's like, I don't care. He's like, I know you, and
I know that you're not intentionally doing anything to bother your neighbors. You're a very nice person and polite person. He's like, you know, I've never once even had you look at me funny, so he's like, I just respect you. He's like, I don't care about it. Don't worry about it. There was a time, though, when my neighbors were all arguing in the hallway, saying they need law enforcement here. You can tell they're an immigrant, right? A fob. When you talk like that, law enforcement. Who calls it that? It's the cops, the police. Like Jim Leahy likes to say, the boys in blue. He got kicked off the force, by the way, in Trailer Park Boys because of the boys. Ricky, Julian did all this stuff. And Jim Leahy wasn't drunk, but they threw liquor on him. Ricky did it, or I can't remember exactly. And the cops came when Jim Leahy was there, but he was in his police uniform and he had liquor on him, and apparently he was driving, but he wasn't. The kids just threw liquor all over him and framed him and made him lose his job. So he became a drunk. He was a good hard-working employee for the police department in Nova Scotia, and yeah, you know, it was funny. Boys in blue. That's what he called them. For 20, 30 years, I can't remember how long, he tried to get rid of Ricky and Bubbles and Julian. He kept trying to pinch them for grow-ups and hashed like driveways. And one time Ricky took hash and put it all over the driveway and made it look like asphalt. Yeah, I've been tear gassed before, Tyler. It bugs you if it's directly in your face. That actually happened here, dude. It was for some other shit probably, though. Well, obviously, Tyler. But like, what happened was I was laying in bed and I woke up and just left to work. And there was already tear gas in the hallway, and there was fans blowing, and the doors were all open at the other end, and this end, and there was tear gas on the second floor apparently too. There was fans on the first floor too. There was these two kids that had guns and they were hiding from the cops, and they had furniture at the door, like, you know, on the front door to keep the cops from getting in, which is kind of retarded because they're gonna get in eventually. Like, if I had a warrant or something, you think I just be like, guys, I surrender. The longer you try to be an idiot about it, unless you have a lot of money or you're really good at hiding, they're going to be looking for you for a long time anyways, so just surrender. I mean, unless you're looking at life, then maybe you probably wouldn't want to surrender. I don't know, I don't put myself in those kind of bullshit situations, so I wouldn't know, right? I wouldn't recommend running. Everything's cockeyed. There was this guy I know, we were friends, we grew up together, and I went to his buddy's house, like we were both kind of buddies, and there's this native guy that rented out the suite below him, and the landlord, like, rented out the house to them, right? And he opens the door and he's like, hey, I got a breach and I got to do like a year in jail, and my friend's like, just do it. You know what I said? Nothing. I was thinking, man, like, poor guy, he's got to do a year, and he's native. I don't want to say this to be racist at all, because it's not. The guy already had his land fucking stolen from him. Not him, well, him, right? But before his ancestors, and he's still living on stolen land, and he's got to go to jail. That's one thing I can never understand, that, like, when a native has to go to jail, you're already on their fucking land, bro. I mean, their land, not my land. I'm not native, but that's my argument. If I was a native, if I was an indigenous person, I'd be like, well, you're on my fucking land, pig. I knew this guy, right? He's dead now. He was a Hell's Angel. The cops were looking for him up the street, and there used to be this pool hall there, and the cops drove by, but it was one officer in a cruiser, and you know what the cop tried to do? Take him down by himself. The native guy beat the shit out of him and stomped on his chest and head and just walked away. The cops had to come get him. I wouldn't try to take him down personally if I was a cop. The guy was 6'2", 260 pounds. And a lot of muscle, and he did a lot of drugs and did roids, and he was just a tough Indian. And they tried to take him, right? One cop tried to take him, Tyler. And if I was a cop, the guy would have killed me, dude. Like, I wouldn't even bother. He was driving by and he thinks he's gonna be a hero and take him down all by himself. And this is a true story. I'm not making this up, Tyler. Like, for real. The guy was a Hell's Angel and stuff, and he was a cool native guy, but he was a full-on Hell's Angel. Just lots of people were back in the day, and he was a funny guy. When I was a kid, and he was telling me about it. I beat the cop up, and I was like, "Well, that's pretty stupid." He's like, "It was funny." I'm like, "It's funny, all right. I'll give you that. It's funny, but it was dumb." The guy tried to, like, restrain him. He's like, "This," just started punching him, Tyler. He's holding him down to the ground, bouncing his head off his knee, kicking him. And I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? I still can't believe I ever took that down, Tyler, because of Steve and Jordan. You know what? I want to go to the Superstore and I can't because I'm cooking chili. I want a can of Coke. Are you still there, Tyler, or what? You got anything you want me to talk about? Tyler, if you don't talk, I'll dip my balls in your soup. That was funny when my brother said that, dip your balls in their soups. That chili already smells way better. I almost forgot to add the seasoning I got. They got these at Superstore, Tyler. Yeah, hey bro, did you hear what I was talking about? That big the native Hell's Angel guy that beat up the cop that tried to take him down all by himself just because he had a stupid warrant for some. I can't even remember what he had a warrant for. It was a native Hell's Angel I knew when I was a kid. He was funny, and he would like get drunk and like beat the shit out of people like nothing. He was on tons of speed and coke and steroids. He was like the most gentlest giant you'd ever meet, like the Green Giant. But if he didn't like you, he'd fucking knock you out, bro. I seen him kick guys when I was a kid across the room. It was fucking funny. Big native guy. I don't like to call people natives or Indians. It's indigenous, isn't it? You're part native, right? They get treated like shit here, right? Like I was saying, the cops are already trying to take the guy down, and this other guy was talking about too. And we're all on their land, like the land's been stolen from them, and I think it's bullshit. Yeah. I gotta put this in there, Tyler. Check it out. Forgot to put that in almost. Oh yeah. It's orgasmic. That's like a whole week's worth of food right there, Tyler. All that chili. Oh, that looks killer. Like how Bubbles always acts. He's like, on the trailer park boys. That's what I feel like. I get overexcited, right? Like I'm just like, oh yeah, look at that chili, dude. I like it with cheese and sour cream and those Tostitos scoops, Tyler. Oh yeah. Oh. You ever hear that guy? Those kids that walk around, they go up behind people's ears and they're like, oh. And then people, I think it's funny, but I think it's retarded to fucking do shit like that to people. That's personal space, right? Imagine, you know, whatever. This is how bored I am. I'm acting like a fucking clown on my stream. Yeah, I saw this guy earlier. He was a junkie, right? And you know what he was saying to me, Tyler? Nothing actually, but like at first he was like walking and he was saying like people shouldn't make fun of him because he's a faggot and all this stuff, and he wants to stab them. And I'm like, hey man, like, are you okay? Because he was having like psychosis and just fucking going nuts. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I hope you're not gonna stab me, but I'm just walking the same direction as you are, and I saw you were having a hard time, so like I just was wondering if you're okay. So I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, I'm fine. I'm just on speed. I'm like, oh, you be on that shit. And he tried to say like all this crazy stuff, right? And I was like, fuck, bro, you really need to get off that gack. Chili looks better than it's ever looked. I don't care what anyone does. I just like this chili, and what they say, it means nothing to me. This chili is like it's a good meal. It actually smells wicked, but it needs a lot more than just that. It's got to have a bit of this in it. I don't even have any much of that anymore. Yeah, you told me he was on speed. Look, Tyler. I almost asked him if he wanted to run down the street like this, pretending we're sperm. I thought about it. I was going to have someone hold the camera while I film it, and we were going to go like this. I'll say we should race to the Salisbury, because I talked to him for about 20 minutes, Tyler. No. I said I'd be back in 10 minutes, so it was about 15 minutes. I came back upstairs. It was about 12 minutes, because it takes me about 3 minutes to get upstairs if I take my time. But I was like, I almost asked him if he wanted to be like, because he was just having serious mental problems. I'd been there where I go fucking nuts, bro, okay? So I was like, hey man, are you okay? And then we talked and he kind of came back to reality, so I just thought, why not, right? Because who knows, he might have killed someone if I didn't say anything, Tyler. He might have thought some kid was like a little demon. He was telling me what demon dope when I was near the end of the conversation we had. And I was like, you should really not do drugs, man. Demon dope? What the fuck was that? Like, what the fuck? I really wanted to, I wanted to run and do this, have someone film us. We're sperms running. Demon dope, man. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. He's like, it makes you think like demons are looking at you. I'm like, well, that's fucked. And he was telling me that he was on speed, and then he mixed down with it. And I said, you really need to fucking go to rehab. You know where Salisbury, Kingsbury Market is? You know, across from the new bank, the BMO? That used to be the gas station across the street. He was walking down the street, and he was right in my way, so I just said something because I didn't want him to turn around and stab me. There we go, pepper's in there. But like I said, I was walking from, Salisbury and Kingsway, right? And he was just there. He was like acting all fucking on these onions are gonna go bad. And he was gay and stuff, he told me. I was like, I don't give a fuck. He was like, I don't care, but he was tripping the fuck right out, bro. Hang on a sec. So like I'm there, right? You know, like where it's the money tree, not Money Mart. No, I didn't put all the pepper in. Want to know what I did do though that was bad? I'll tell you in a second. So I was walking from the Money Tree, which is next to Kingsbury Food Mart. Then there's the Chinese restaurant.
I go around the corner where I seen that lady doing heroin, and she was like, I seen a purse when I was walking up on a shopping cart, and there's stairs, and there's a wall that's about 10 feet long, and it's about maybe just about 4 feet tall. It's a brick wall, and I go around the corner, and she's laying there like this, and she's like trying to like heat up the heroin, you know, to do it, and I'm like, ugh. That's all I could say, because I was just like, fuck, there's kids around here, you clown. And then I come back, and I watch her smoke it, and then she gets right up like this. She's like a Terminator, bro. Like ready to go. She gets her cart, she starts moving, like quick. She's gone. And I'm like, what the fuck? So the guy, when I come around that part of the corner, he's like walking, and he's having psychosis, saying all this stuff, and I'm like, he's saying that people shouldn't make fun of him because he's gay, and he'll stab him. And he's talking to himself, and I couldn't even remember or really make out what else he was saying, but he did word for word say that. So I'm walking, and he's fucking flailing back and forth and just zigzagging. So I'm like, hey, are you okay, man? And he turns around and looks at me, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, you sure seem fucking out of your mind, bro. You're not going to turn around and stab me, are you? And he's like, no. I'm like, because you were saying you were going to stab kids. They're not kids. You didn't like kids making fun of you for being on speed. And I'm like, fucking, why do you even pay attention to those little goofs? And then he was like, whatever, you're right, I guess. And I'm like, then I just walk and I talk to him for a few minutes. He said I could have filmed him. I'll probably have him on the stream in the future, Tyler. This is what I had done. I put too much of this in. You can't tell, right? Anyways, it won't like make you have diarrhea or anything. But, well, it might actually. So you gotta come over and test it for me and see if it's poison. Tyler, I'm kidding, it won't make you have diarrhea. I just thought of a time where I did that to this guy. I took a container like that, but it was all like crushed red chilies, and I threw it in the food because he was a crackhead. It was at my friend's mom's house, and he was smoking crack with her when I was like 18. So I was like, hey, I'll make you a plate of food, because I didn't want him to come around, and I didn't want to beat the guy up. So I get charged, right? The guy would have fucking called the cops on me. What? No, it's good. Trust me, I know. I mean, he fucking... I took a whole thing of that size of red chilies and whipped it in a fucking plate of food, mixed it in the chili I had made earlier, and gave it to him, and he shit his pants for 2 hours. He never came back to the house after that, ever. I think he went and got clean or died. I never saw him around again, because he was a crackhead, and he would fucking hang out and shit, and smoke crack with my friend's mom, and I'd go meet him when we'd leave, but he wouldn't leave. And there was a bunch of other ones, too. It was funny. It actually looks really good, Tyler. Oh, the chili looks awesome. I want to eat it right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's so good I almost fainted. No, but the guy was fucking nuts, bro. He was telling me shit. I'm like, dude, that's not even real. We were walking back. He was just telling me stories and stuff. And I was like, well, that's fucking insane. Fuck. What the fuck are you talking about? And he was like saying whatever and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's not real, bro. Cajun chili's good, man. Believe me, I already tried it before. I wouldn't have even tried to put it in there. I'll patch over to the chili house. I want to start my own restaurant with that design on the restaurant. And me with like a chef's hat on and an apron, one like this. No, but anyways, real talk. My plants are fucked, Tyler. I'm so fucking pissed off, man. This is what the guy looked like though when I seen him. When he's talking to me at the beginning of the conversation, and his eyes slowly went back to normal. I'm like, dude, I'm real human. I'm not a demon. I'm not gonna do anything to you. I almost went like this though. Woo! Woo!
He probably would have fucking stabbed me, Tyler. He probably had 2 knives up his sleeves. He's just two ice picks. Just does me right in before I even can do anything. That's why you gotta not screw around with people that are crazy. Imagine that, you fuck with a guy, right? And you tell him you're not a demon, because he was like really scared when I first started talking to him, and then I told him I'm normal, don't worry. And his eyes went from crazy to normal. But imagine you went like boo, and you scared him, and he stabbed you with 2 ice picks, straight down like a killer. You gotta watch how you talk to crazy junkies, man. They fucking go crazy. I already did it before for fun, because there was this junkie I didn't like, and he was an asshole, and he would break into houses around here. So I screamed at the top of my lungs at him every time I seen him, and he'd freak right out. He even chased my friend with a knife. He knew better than to chase me, because he knows what would happen. But I hate junkies. Like, I like to see them get clean. I don't like that they do that to themselves. Oh, fuck that chili. Hang on. Bubbling. Time for the mushrooms. Time for the mushrooms. The bone. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. I want to put this back here just so people can see it. Alright, Tostitos can sponsor me in the future if they like, because I eat a lot of their chips. If you want to. Just kidding. That's not good though. I don't know, my angle's bad. Let me retake the shot. What do you mean, man? I just fucking ate a whole bag of Tostitos twice. And you're telling me it ain't good enough? Then you whip the bag at them, this 3rd bag. I do. That's why I specifically bought this kind, Tyler. These are like Lay's, you can't have one. Oh. I love those chips. Anyways, enough goof shit. It's gonna be awesome when my album drops this summer. My #1 hit album, 3rd Tier. My friend, right, he went nuts. He was in jail. He was on jib. And heroin, right? And he smoked all kinds of drugs and just whatever he can get his hands on, but his drug mainly was heroin and speed. He had 2 officers carrying up, taking him from one cell to another, and they had him, right? His hands handcuffed, and he wriggled his way, like right out of their grasps, and jumped off the 3rd tier, and his head bounced off the floor like a beach ball. And he broke both his arms, and then they gave him pain meds. What an idiot. He really wanted drugs, he told me. I'm like, well, you're retarded. I don't know what it's like to be dope sick, so I've never been hurting for dope like that. Like, I don't do dope, so I can't really say he's an idiot. I mean, I'm sure if I was addicted to drugs, I'd fly off the fucking handle like that too. In this case, off the 3rd tier, he thought he could fly or something. He literally, buddy, like, he went like this as hard as he could, and like they couldn't restrain him. These guards, he told me, were way bigger than I am. Like guys that work out, eat healthy, and don't smoke and drink. Like healthy guys, right? And he still got it in their grasps. Idiot. I don't care what he says. Even if he's addicted to dope and he's really hurting for dope, he really should not have jumped. The request is missing a valid APL iKey, Tyler. Is it working now or no? 'Cause I don't even know what that even is. Kind of have an idea of what it is, but what is it? Are you there or no? Come on. Ooh, that's hot. Oh. Warriors come out to play. Tyler, are you there or not? Because like it's not working now. It's not working. Request is missing required authentication credential, and they keep saying stuff. Keep saying it, man. It says the request is missing a valid API key. Yeah, I was making a funny face because I like to fuck around, eh? Remember the Warriors movie? The riffs, yeah, right. They're doing karate. Yeah. Remember I actually got into a fight with a guy that did karate when I was in high school, and he was doing shit like this to me, and I spit at him, and I lunged over his punches and headbutted him in the face like a crazy hooligan soccer player. He didn't expect that coming. I stepped sideways, I threw like uppercuts, and hit him in the chin. He was on the ground, and I had a shirt, and I'm like, this Tyler, and I'm punching. I'm not even serious though. Like I didn't do it as hard as I could, but I was like this, and I'm laughing. I'm like, like, you know, it's so funny. He thought he was tough because he did martial arts. And it didn't work. He tried to do this karate shit to me. He was like, when I went to throw a punch, he tried to go like this. So I lunged forward as quickly as I could, and I hit him on the side of the face, Tyler. And then I actually started doing like boxing and throwing combos and landing him on his face. But I wasn't for real. Like, I didn't want to hurt him for real. One thing he did do though is when he kicked me with the side kick, it hit me in the side of the stomach, bro, and knocked me right to the ground and knocked the window to me. Because I didn't see that coming. He was like this. And he was trying to do this shit to me, and like, he just went like this. And all of a sudden his leg was like straight in my ribs, buddy, like right here. Tyler, it almost broke my ribs because that hurt. And I was like, ow, and I go down. I'm like, I'm going down. Like a kamikaze pilot. Into the grass, bro. I landed on my face and got grass and dirt up the side of my face. And that hurt. It says request is missing required authentication credential expected. Keep saying it. Why? I don't even know much about this stuff. But anyways, I was thinking about a lot of stuff you said. Like I did pre-order Cyberpunk, but I can barely afford it right now. I'll take a screenshot. I want that cat. Are you getting me that for my birthday? That's what it says. And I keep saying it. That and the request is missing a valid API key. Oh. I don't want those to go stale. Those are good chips though, man. Like, they're actually pretty decent. There's way better ones that you can buy. I mean, you can get your Mexican grandmother to make. My friend's Mexican grandmother used to make those for me as a kid. They were like stone ground tortilla chips. And they're not tortilla. They're tortilla. Tortilla, motherfucker. She would make me these, right? And give them to me to go home with. And like little chilies, like little bowls of chili that she bagged up with the chips. And say, eat this. And guac too. Like, I don't know what the hell she put in it. But the guacamole was like, like you can't fake the shit. Like, it was that good. Like, it's not the shit garbage you buy at the store. But Tyler, oh my back. So I bought Cyberpunk, but with the amount of money, because I'm not doing anything right now, it's gonna cost me like $90. I'm gonna have to like whatever make a lot of chili, and eat that, and have it put in the freezer. I don't mind if it's frozen and I just take it out and defrost it and eat it. That shit could last it for over a year. You could leave that in the freezer for 10 years, bro, and eat it. I wouldn't do that though. I don't like food unless it's like made today. But I'm not gonna be such a cheap clown and throw out my leftovers. That's pretty stupid. Sometimes I do, but not every day. You know what I mean? Chili's okay, it's fine. It's actually better leftover because it settles. Unless you leave it there for 4 hours after you make it, which I'm not doing. But Dorota said my arms are skinny, Tyler. Not really. Patrick works out all the time. That's why he's bigger than me. I could still beat him up, though. I wouldn't. One time on his birthday last year, he was sitting there and I pushed it down in his arms and held him down. And his mom was like, "Don't. I don't want him to have a seizure," so I stopped. But his dad was laughing. He said, he might punch you in the face if you do that. I'm like, I hope he does. I don't care. I wouldn't hit him back. Right? And accounting his autism and his seizures, but I still wouldn't hit. I wouldn't hit someone like that anyways for no reason. I just started it. You could hurt someone easily by just one punching someone in the face. But I wanted them to toughen up because kids were bullying him. I wanted to get him into like karate or something and tell him it's okay to lay the savagest beating you can on guys like that as long as you don't kill them. Like, who makes fun of an autistic kid, man? You're an idiot. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, that's the biggest, goofiest, like, goof move you can ever do. Like, almost. There's quite a few others, but it's up there with the other ones, right? Making fun of an autistic kid. Fucking idiot. La, 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 la. What's that, 10 billion? 66,161 cases and 500,539 deaths from the COVID-19 virus. Pandemic worldometer, eh? You know that it was less than 10 million yesterday, right? Yeah, that's fucked, bro. Yesterday was less than 10 million, Tyler. You know that, right? Like, holy fuck, bro. You were watching it yesterday. You sent me that yesterday. It was like 10 mil. It was like 9 mil. Under 9. It was under 10 million. I can't remember the exact number. It was closer to 9 million than it was to 10, I think. Well, chili's almost done. Kind of want to eat it now, man. I wonder how many views I'd get if I ate that pot of chili in one sitting. Oh, my shoulder. Ooh. I know karate. It was funny, one time my friend's dad had to fight this guy because he wouldn't fucking stop. So my friend's dad actually did. He was like a Western, he was like North American champion for a year. He was good enough. Like, he would kick your fucking teeth right out if he kicked you. And he went like this. And he kicked the guy straight in the stomach, knocked it out of the ground. And the guy was like, I know Kung Fu. And he's like, buddy, like, I already kicked you to the ground. Your fucking stomach, I kicked you in the stomach and knocked you to the ground. And where's your Kung Fu? He's like, I'm North American champion right now, so I'll kill you. He's like, the guy wouldn't fucking leave him and his wife alone. Like, who says that after you get knocked to the ground? Oh, I know Kung Fu. Apparently you don't, because, yeah, you're on the ground. Get up. He was saying that. I was just trying not to laugh, like, when he was telling me this. I'm like, that's pretty stupid. What do you think? Oh. news, people. They're crazy. Tyler already news. Went up 500k overnight. The Corvid 99 bullshilling ding dong doom dong dong. Zhong bong bing bong bong. Stop opening. I didn't want you to. Anyways, Tyler. Yeah, man. I don't know if you remember me saying I got Cyberpunk. Which I do. I don't have it yet. I pre-ordered it at EB, but it's like $80 plus tax. And it's a lot of money for a game, dude. I used to not care when I was younger, and just I'd buy like that bomber jacket I had and pay like I don't know, whatever shit cost. I still wish I got a medium, but whatever. You know, a medium for that. It just looks better, Tyler. I actually like it as a large, but I want the exact same one, which is kind of a waste of money, in a medium. The blood shit bomber in black. And then I want this Scuderia Ferrari, or Puma Scuderia Ferrari hoodie. And just, I like it, right? To wear underneath the medium one. Oh. Ooh. But yeah, I don't know. Everyone wants it to be different. I want my hair, right? And my baby face back, and I want, like I said, the medium, right? And lots of stuff to like fit differently, and I change my sizes sometimes a lot, actually. Ah, it's good coffee. Those plants really grew actually in the last, like, since I got them. Like a lot. I guess that's what happens, right? When I transplanted it, I overwatered it a bit. So, whatever. Who cares though? I'm just gonna let them grow. I'm gonna grow the babies. That's actually really good chili, dude. I didn't think it was gonna turn out like that. I just tasted like an onion that fell out of off the spoon. Oh. I wonder what the problem is here. What's going on, dude? See, it still works. Weird. You should get this Adidas tracksuit for your mom. Get that the orange and white one for your mom. It's really windy outside, Tyler. Here, right? In Canada and BC, Burnaby, right? But where I just showed you, it's flooding and buildings were crashing into a bridge. Because of flood. Ah, cool, eh? Lucky to live here, man. No, that's the suit you should get your mom. It's just something I think she would like. It's orange and it's got white stripes on it, and it's designed like for women, you know, like it's longer and thicker, and it's an Adidas suit. Black and glow pink one. Good. He told me. Nice. Yeah, I really want to get my North Face bag though for the stream. I hate when it does stuff like this. I closed, man. Is it still working or not? Tyler, when you have a minute, just can you type yes or no? Yes on what? No. No, I'm not. Not on the screen. Again? The last message I got was eat chili with those. Oh. Man. I can't see it. Jesus fucking. Won't let me type. Can you still hear me? I already restarted it. Like, I don't know, like before I started streaming. Who knows? That's one thing I have to learn. It says login is required. I'm gonna end the stream, dude. I'll be back. Peace. Thanks for watching, guys.